All right, my name is Paul Reese, and today we're going to be talking about finding sellers. Okay, I'm going to be going over a lot of information in this in a little bit of time, so I recommend that you have a pen and a piece of paper ready. And I recommend that you watch this video more than once. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to know in finding sellers is the reasons people are going to sell to you. All right, one of the reasons is divorce. They going through a tough time in their lives. Most people can't afford the mortgage payment that they bought together on their own, so they're going to want to liquidate that asset, pull out as much equity as they can, as quick as they can, so they don't have to deal with those during the divorce procedures, and it's a lot easier to divide the assets of money rather than the asset of a property. Okay, another reason people don't want to be landlords anymore. They don't like dealing with tenant issues. They don't like they've had a tenant destroy their house for the last time. They just want to get out. So sometimes calling those for rent places can be a pocket deal in its own. And another great way to find houses is people with vacant homes. You can drive around. You can look for the vacant homes. People with vacant houses, often they're paying two mortgage payments, so they have one property they just don't want. They couldn't sell it for one reason or another, or they haven't tried to sell it, or they recently had it rented and they can't find another renter for it, and they just don't have proper marketing for it. Um, Also, problem houses, like things with termites, things with structural damage, roofing, um, paint issues, carpet issues, a lot of those kind of things. First-time home buyers and the people that are going to look for houses, they're not going to want those kind of deals, so they're going to sit on the market for a long time, and often those people do often become motivated sellers. Also, out-of-state owners and out-of-country owners, they don't have time, they can't make it all the way down here to come fix up their property, deal with issues, watch for vandalism, take care of the property, do the day-to-day maintenance, rent it out if a tenant does leave. If they have a tenant, they just don't want to deal with those kind of issues. Another reason people would sell to you is because of job loss. Somebody lost their job, they can no longer afford their payments anymore. Remember, you're here to help people out. If they can't afford their payments, they don't want to go into foreclosure, they don't want to lose their house, they don't want to lose their credit as well. If they have to make a choice, I mean, they're going to rather sell to you, get a little bit of money so they can help them out, move, take care of groceries, that kind of thing, and you'll be able to pick up that property really, really cheap. Also, a lot of people, they just don't like real estate agents. So because of that, they try to sell on their own. They can't sell on their own, and they become desperate. Relocation's a big thing. A lot of times people get relocated because of a job. They got to purchase another house in another state, and they're still paying the mortgage on the state that their other house is in, and they can't get rid of it. They don't have the time. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. Also, lack of available financing on like a non-conforming property, mobile homes, those kind of things. There's not really a lot of financing for fix-up houses right now. There's the FHA 203K loans, but a lot of first-time home buyers they don't have the vision to see what the house can be like after it's done. Okay, so now that you know a little bit about how or what you're looking for in people, I'd like to name a few places where you can go to actually find these properties. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great things to do on the MLS. Craigslist is also very, very good. These are things that I don't use very, very often because there's 100 other investors competing against you on it. Which does deter if your offer is not competitive, if you don't know how to write it, if you're new, it can be a little bit harder. Now, don't get me wrong, if you can't find deals, by all means, go out to the MLS and write as many offers as you can. You're not going to do deals if you don't write offers. Okay, so you're going to be looking on your county websites or going to your county buildings and looking for people who've either filed for bankruptcy, looking for code violations, looking for condemned houses, delinquent taxes, non-owner occupants, or people that are out of state. You can also get a list of these. Go to your property tax records office, ask them for a list of single-family homes. Make sure that list includes their names, addresses, and contact information. Now you can do a reverse phone book search on the address itself where it says that they are located, and a lot of times you can get a phone number, or if not, you can set on an address to where they have their residence located at. I'm just sending out a simple thing saying I buy houses, any condition, any place. So also you're going to be looking for in Colorado, there are notices of election and demand. Now, if you're watching this and you're not part of my training program, I can't say for sure in your state. How I can recommend that you go and find out what you're looking for is just simply go up to your county office and say, I'm selling a house and I'm going to be holding back a second mortgage on it. Now I need to know where I would go to file that mortgage. Now when they tell you where to go to file that mortgage, you go up to that office and you make sure to ask them, because a lot of times they will send you to a wrong office and you have to do a little bit of searching for this, so it does take some time. But once that does happen and you do find the correct office and you go up and you say, I got told this is the office where I go because I'm holding a second back on my house and I wanted to file the mortgage on it. Is that true? If they say yes, fantastic, you're in business. Okay, so this person should be very knowledgeable. You ask them, okay, so when I do file that mortgage, if they do happen to miss a payment, how would I go about filing that? And they're going to tell you. And once they tell you that, you say, okay, great. Now, I don't want to file that. What I want to do right now is look at other people who have defaulted. How would I go about doing that? And they'll let you know. It is public information. They'll be more than happy to assist you, and you can print it up, usually very, very nominal fee for that. This is what I use for a lot of my direct marketing campaigns. I send out a lot of letters to them. I don't mention their specific thing. I don't let them know that I'm noticing that they're going into default unless they're coming very close on a tax sale. Very close on a sale. If they're coming very close on a foreclosure sale, I come a little bit more out with it, and I say, hey, I noticed you're coming into a foreclosure sale. Would you like to sell me your property? Other than that, if they just have the notice filed, probably just starting their hardships, I don't go and throw that in their face. A lot of people don't like to hear that. They don't want you confronting them about that. So just send them a simple letter saying, hey, I buy houses. A lot of times, if you can get them to call you, whenever you can get your phone ring and you can get sellers calling you, those are pocket deals. Those are deals that nobody else is going to know about. Nobody else is going to hear about them because they're not on the MLS. They're not calling anybody else. They're calling you first. You can make a cash offer on them, and you can get them really, really cheap. This is your ultimate goal. Okay, another great places to find deals is going to local attorneys and handing out your card, letting them know you're out there, letting them know that if they run across a seller that needs to sell their home because of certain things, that you're there to help them out and that you can help them out of that property quick, and they can add you to their list of services. So people that you're going to want to go to are foreclosure attorneys, real estate attorneys. You're going to want to go to divorce attorneys. You're going to want to go to bankruptcy attorneys. You want to go to probate attorneys. Now you're going to want to go to loan officers. And you're going to also want to go to HOAs. Now HOAs often their job is to make sure the neighborhood looks good, make sure nobody's having any violations, make sure that the paint's not chipping off anything, make sure nobody's lawn is overgrown. If there's a vacant house in the neighborhood, they are going to know about it, and they're going to be more than happy to help you find contact information so you can clean that house up and make the neighborhood beautiful again and watch that house. And HOAs, a lot of people don't like HOAs. I kind of look at them as free property managers. They are going to call you if any of your tenants are doing anything with your property that makes it look bad. So, yeah, those are the main reasons that people sell and the best ways that I've came across to find them. Now, a lot of the public records things, those are available online. Go to your county records office and find out how you can get that information. If there's anything that I mentioned to look for, go to your county records office, go to the information desk, ask them how you go about looking that up. They'll be more than happy to help you out, guys. It's their job. That's what they're there to do. Don't be afraid to do it. Also, one more thing before I leave, I want to leave you with a few questions that you should be asking sellers to make sure that everything's going, or that you do have a deal. If you can get this completely filled out, I do promise you that you more than likely have a motivated seller, which at that point is when you're going to want to pass it on to me if you're part of my training program, and I'll give you a straight bird dog fee. I am a cash buyer. So first of all, you're going to want to know the basic information on it. How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, how many square feet, what's the lot size. Okay, then you're going to want to know, does it need any fix-up? If so, what fix-up does it need? Okay, Then, guys, very important question, you're going to say, now tell me a little bit more about your home. Now, this is the part where you want to stay quiet and listen. People will spill their guts. They want to sell you their home. They want to let you know all the good points and all the bad points about it. They're going to talk your head off. Let them talk. The more quiet you are, the more information you'll get, and make sure to write down and record as much information as possible. Also, you're going to want to ask them, how did they determine their asking price? Did a realtor tell them what to ask or what to sell it at? Did they look at similar houses in the area and see what they were selling at? Did they go pull some signs? Did they just pull a number out of their butt? What did they do to find that asking price? Why are they selling their home in the first place? This is where you're going to find out the reason why they're selling. If they're more than likely, you're not going to be desperate. If they're saying, I just felt like seeing what kind of bites I'm going to get, probably not going to be a desperate seller. How soon would you like to sell? This is a very important question. What you're going to do is you're going to start getting them in the mood to knowing that they need to sell soon. You're going to find out how soon that they do need to sell and how you can most likely help them out. You're going to also ask them, would you be willing to take payments for a portion of your equity, or do you need all of it now? Okay? If I were to pay off cash, what is the absolute lowest price that you would be willing to accept for me? Let them answer. This is going to give you more of an idea of where rock bottom would be for them. What will you do if you can't sell your home? This is a very important question. This gets them thinking about what are they going to do if they can't sell their home? What will they do if it sits on the market for 300 days like most of the houses on the market are, and the prices continue to drop? How much you currently owe on your mortgage? This is where people usually get testy and touchy. A lot of people think that what they owe on their mortgage is private information. It is not. It is public information. You can go get it at your county records office. You can see what they paid. You can see what their interest rates are. You can see how long they've been paying on it, and you can calculate what exactly principal they have left. Now, you can tell people this. I usually do. I let them know that I can do it. It is public information, but I'm not willing to do that because I don't have the time for it. If they do want a cash offer, it is information that I'll need to structure the offer. So if they don't want to give it to me, that's perfectly fine. I'll leave them with my name and number and let them know if they change their mind, they can always give me a call and I can give them a cash offer within 24 hours. Now, if they do answer this question, however, you more than likely have a motivated seller because, again, a lot of people do think this is private information. They're not willing to share it with most people, so if they're willing to come right out and spill their guts with it, then you know that they just want to sell their house and they want to sell it quick. And that's a perfect situation for you because it's a win-win. You can help them out. You can find out how much money they need in order to get their life going and see what they need to get going and get back up on their feet and make them an offer that much more over what they owe, and they're more than likely going to accept it for you. One of the things I like to do on myself is I write them 3 offers, one that says it's all cash, one that gives me 100% owner financing, and one that's a little bit in between. Now, how I do that we'll discuss in a separate video or in further training. Now, you can always contact me at Dprsunlimited, that's Denver Public Real Estate Services Unlimited, at gmail.com. Again, DPRSunlimited at gmail.com. I'll get more than happy to get back to you. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a very happy time investing. Good luck working for me. Again, just to let you go, a quick overview. I do give $2 for every vacant house that you just want to give me a vacant house with an address that's not listed with the realtor. You get $2 for that. If you just want to be a bird dog for me, you want to find me the motivated sellers, just give me the phone or send them my way. I give you $500 to $1,000 if I buy their house. If you really, really want to get into this, I can give you some full training. You can get contracts under assignment or contracts under for me, get all the negotiations done for me, and you go ahead and sell me that contract. That pays anywhere between usually about $5,000 to $10,000. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, depending on how much equity you built for yourself in the deal. I can do all the training on this. I hope you guys have a fantastic time. Great luck investing, and good luck on your career. I hope I can help you out a lot.